welcome everybody to the third episode of the Creators Table podcast. I'm here with AJ. We're gonna learn about AJ and some of the things he does. So AJ, what? Tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So I'm a singer and guitar player, and I play in a rock band.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, so what would you say? What would you say are some of the types of songs you guys play? You say rock, which of course I know what that means, but what are some bands you model off of?
I would say Red Hot Chili Peppers is one of them. Green Day, Metallica.
Wow, yeah, you guys got a little bit of everything. I like it. What's your go-to song to play in the band?
So we make originals, but we also make covers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like right now, one of the songs we're covering is Teenage Dirtbag by Weedus.
Oh, that's a great one. That's a really good one. Wow. All right. That's impressive. Okay. What's the name of your band?
It's Kings of Castles.
Kings of Castles.
It's actually an interesting story how we got the name.
Do you want to share? Because I'm
Yeah, sure. Uh, I was in the car with my other bandmates, and we were with my grandma because we were gonna go to the movies. And I had like a random band name generator pulled up on my phone, and then our bassist was was just sitting in the car. He was like, "What about Kings of Castles?" And I hated it at first. I thought it was the goofiest name, but then I kind of just grew on it, and then that eventually just became it.
Yeah, no, I actually really like that. I like it's kind of one of those names. I think it has a lot of character to it. It has a lot of it definitely feels like a rock band name. So you definitely got that down. Um, so you said you play Green Day, Metallica, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Wow, that is impressive. I like. Can you tell me about one of the songs you've recently one of your original songs that you guys recently released?
So we haven't really released any of them yet, but we've like played them live. We're working on recording them right now. But we have a song we're posting soon. It's called November Skies.
Okay. Okay. And how long did this take you? How long you guys been working on this song?
So this song, it actually didn't take it way too long. It was maybe like it was probably like a week.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you guys just kind of got the ball rolling and I understand. Yeah, definitely. Why don't we bring the topic away from the band first and we'll bring it towards more about you. So, first off, kind of what got you interested in the music? Do you have musicians in your family, singers in your family? Kind of give me some backstory.
So it's kind of strange because there's nobody in my family that's really musical.
I'm gonna be not to I don't know if you're about to keep going, but I relate to that a lot. My none of my parents or really distant family played guitar, played music, sang, which not saying they didn't like music, they just weren't musically inclined, I guess. I think it's one of those things where a lot of people, whether their dad had a guitar or had a piano, something like that, and of course anybody can be a singer, but it's an interesting thing. Are you Lee vocalist?
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. That's so cool. Would you say so you said you're more rhythm guitar, right? So do you play acoustic in the band or do you also play electric?
I play both.
You play both. Okay. Whatever the situation calls for. Okay, how many people are in your band?
There's four.
Four people? Okay. So you have a lead singer, which is you, and also rhythm, which is you. You have a bassist, from what I understand. And then you have your lead guitarist and you have a drummer?
Yeah.
I was about to say you can't have a rock band without a drummer.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the in my opinion if you don't have electric guitar and drums then you're not a rock band. So you said that you guys play Metallica, Green Day. Red Hot Chili Peppers style of music. So would you say they inspired you? Would you say like they were kind of some of the inspiration as to why you wanted to make a band?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, there are like the three big ones. I've only been to one concert, and it was a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert.
That's all. You know, I really like rock music. Like y'all guys' music, you have to definitely send me some if you have any recordings afterwards because I really like rock music. Like, it's always been my favorite. And I love Metallica. I love Green Day. I do like Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're probably not my number one, but do like them. But the only concert I've ever been to was a country artist, and it was an Alabama concert. So I really don't have the concert uh experience yet.
Oh yeah, and the crazy thing about the concert we went to, uh, they actually like for a couple minutes let us come like pretty close to the front row.
Really? So you always got like the premium seats then.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. What are some difficulties you guys have ran into? Or are there things that have made it like what are the issues of starting a new band?
Practice time.
Practice. Yeah. Yeah, music's all about practice. I mean, that's one thing. Anytime any of my followers ask me, "Oh, I want to learn guitar. What tips do you have?" And again, I'm not a great guitarist, but the one thing I can definitely tell you is it's all about just getting yourself accustomed to playing. Because if you don't play often, then you're not going to learn. It's impressive that you guys are doing this. It really is. And what are some of the you said you've played at some venues. So what kind of how many places have you played live in front of what audience?
So I would say like four places in front of our town, really.
Mm-hmm.
So two times that we opened at like a bar,
Cool. Cool.
and then another time we played at the library
The
in
library.
California. So they had like this huge stage,
Oh.
and then our biggest show was at like a 4th of July festival, and we played a bunch of songs.
Yeah. Okay, I have so many questions. So first off, you said you played at the library?
Yeah.
At a stage at is that not counterproductive to a library? Playing Metallica?
So, like they recently built the stage, and I don't know if it was technically meant for music, but we made it into be able to make for music.
Yeah. Y'all were like, we're about to rock the bookshelves. Yeah, I like it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, maybe the librarian was just jamming out to some Enter Sandman. Maybe that's what was going on. I'd love to be there. That's the type of library I would go to. Um, what about the festival? Now the festivals I've been to are huge. There's like, I mean, there's a lot of people at these small town festivals, and so I mean, how many people would you say were at this festival?
It depends, but maybe like 200.
Yeah, that's really good for you guys. That is what would you say you're nervous?
So the thing was, at first I was nervous, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, once you got up there and you kind of started getting into it, I imagine it wasn't that bad at all. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that for you. This sounds like this has really been working out for you. So you said at the bars that you've played at, did you get paid at all these venues or?
So the Red, White, and Boom is what it was called.
Hmm.
Uh, which is 4th of July one. We got paid $500, so we all split it.
Oh, dang, $500? Dude, oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's good money right there.
And then the funniest part was like there's bounce houses there, and our bass player was like, "Hey, can you throw in free bounce houses for all of us?" And then the people threw in free bounce houses.
No way they gave you $500 and let you get on the bounce house. That's kind of awesome. I'm really jealous of you guys. I tried to, I well, I there was multiple like small bands I was a part of growing up, like, but they never really got any traction. So please, please try, y'all, please keep this going because I would love to see. I would love to come to interview you 10 years from now and just see how big y'all guys have grown. I would love to see how many followers you guys have. That'd be so cool. Um, but did you get paid at the bars too?
So we opened for so the first time we actually we just opened for someone. So the people were nice enough. They gave us their tip jar.
Oh, so they just gave you whatever's in the tip jar?
We got like it was like $32, and we just went and got ice cream after.
Yeah, that that totally works. Yeah, you get to play music in front of people for the first time, and you get ice cream. I would say that's pretty good.
Something happened that we didn't think was gonna happen. So so after we played there, me and my friends were just at our drummer's house, swimming in the pool. He has a in ground pool.
Uh-huh.
He's like technically a manager. Um, it was like this commercial company wants you to play a commercial, and we all thought they were kidding with us. And so, uh, so that is all happened at Record Lot and so I was coming home from guitar lessons, and my mom was like, "You're getting paid $2,000." I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. We probably just gonna split it." And then they said we're getting paid 2,000 each.
Oh my gosh. You made $2,000 from a commercial?
Here's the catch: I had to get a mohawk, so I got an extra $500.
So wait. So was this after your first show or multiple shows?
Yeah, this was after like our first show.
Your first show?
Well, it was
What?
like the
Okay.
second. Yeah, it was the second.
The second show. And this is the second show was at a bar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so second show, and y'all's band is probably very new at this point,
Yes.
and you each get paid $2,000 to a total of uh what is that? $8,000 to the band. And then the 500 so you would have a mohawk?
Yep.
I'm I'm speechless. Do you have the mohawk still?
No, I had to get rid of it.
Did it look nice though? Like would you have
It
styled
it
that?
did, but the problem was they wanted to make it look good for after the commercial. So they had to put like actual my hair is so thick they had to put like it was like glue in my hair.
Oh yeah, that really thick hair gel. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I was one of those kids. I had like the I would grab like gobs and gobs of hair gel and just grab it, put it in my hair and just point it straight up. It wasn't even like a mohawk. I don't know what it was. And I just went out like that for a long time. So, hey, the mohawk I'm sure was awesome. Just don't do what I did. Okay? Just don't do it. Um though I think bad hairdos build character. I'm a strong believer in that.
So our commercial is actually coming out like the start of next year.
Wow. That's cool. What is are you able to like tell any details about like what the commercial is?
Yeah, so it's for First Energy.
First Energy? Do you mind if I look this up?
Yeah, it's like the people who that sponsor the Browns, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, whoa. First Energy?
Yep.
Hold on. And they sponsor the Cleveland Browns, you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah, their stadium is named First Energy Stadium.
Yo. Oh, yo, no way. Is this gonna be like on live television?
Um, I'm almost positive.
This is awesome. Holy crap. That is actually really cool. Okay. Um, dude, no way. I'm interviewing you before you become famous off this commercial. Dude, it's awesome. So why did they pick you? Did they tell you?
Yeah, so they were actually looking for a group of kids, preferably four, who knew how to play instruments for this commercial.
And that was it. And they were just saw you guys.
Yeah, and then they just randomly saw us on Facebook.
Wow. Wow. Talk about that's like winning the lottery right there. I mean, for a new band. I mean, your second gig, they're like, all right, we want you in a commercial. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm looking for sponsors. You tell First Energy if they're looking for a podcast to sponsor them. I'd love to. Man, this has been a lot more interesting than I thought it would have been. Not to be mean, I just didn't think you'd have so much lore. Okay. Um, what does music mean to you? What is it? What is it? How has it impacted your life? What is this is a really deep question, I know, but how would you explain that?
Well, it's really impacted me because so I do a lot of things. I do sports. I do football, baseball, basketball. It's basically all year round.
Dang. All right.
And I did a travel league for baseball, but ever since our band got so big, I'm actually just doing like a little league thing because we need more time for our band. But I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's really impacted me because like I'll just like normally I would just come home and just watch TV, but now I come home and practice, and then I have different like things I do. Like I go to guitar lessons, singing lessons.
Yeah, I mean, it's really I'm impressed by you. You say you do sports, you do three sports, so that's kind of a good bit. Yeah, you've got a busy schedule. I'm sure you're still in school.
Yeah, yeah,
So, yeah, I imagine you have a lot of dedication, a lot of motivation, and like you gotta make sure you keep that going, because that's the big thing. In my opinion, with with art and like with music, it's like what really makes what really makes artists and these people, really get successful is the fact that they're willing to just dedicate themselves to what they do and really be motivated to go do it. So I think, uh, obviously you guys haven't played a lot of gigs and you guys might not have a ton of fans right now. You have one right now. You have one extra fan now. But obviously you might not have a ton of fans, but you gotta keep in mind, like, the more you put forward to it, the more you'll get back from it. And since it's really great that you guys are starting this now, because I feel like it's a lot, even though it is probably difficult, even though you guys are probably busy, it's probably going to be a lot easier for you you always are getting the basics down, right?
yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention we actually have another show coming up.
Another show, really? Where you guys playing?
Uh, I don't actually know where it is, but it's like for our school, and it's in March.
Awesome. Is it like a talent show or
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, no, it's not a talent show. It's like there's other bands actually playing.
Oh, so it's like it's not just a random
Yeah,
miscellaneous
so like
thing.
our drummer, his dad is actually a drummer who also plays in a band.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure that's helpful.
Like yeah, it's helpful for sure. Like he has a whole recording studio at his house.
Maybe I'll need to interview the rest of the band at some point. Maybe in the future, you know. Um, because this is wow, you guys have an interesting story brewing here. You know, I'm gonna be honest, you've answered a lot of my questions. This has been a very short interview, but I feel like we've kind of cut to the chase, and this has been very, very interesting for me. Um, do you have do you have any questions for me? Is there anything you wanted to mention?
So when I was little, I didn't even like rock at all. I like just country music. That was it. And then when I grew up a little bit, like maybe like not like after 3 years ago, I liked rap a lot. But then like these couple 2 years, I like progressively like got really into rock. That's like the only thing I listen to. But like I also listen to like Johnny Cash and stuff. And
Yeah. You have good taste. Really good taste.
yeah, Johnny Cash is a big inspiration.
Yeah, I'm a big Johnny Cash guy. I don't listen to his music very much anymore. Just because it's one of those things it just doesn't fit into most of my playlist, you know what I mean? But a lot of those bands, like I would say I'm the same. I grew up on a lot of country music. I would say there's a soft spot in my heart for country music. So anytime anybody's like, "Oh, I hate country music. Oh, it's the worst genre," I'm like, "Oh, I don't know about that. Like, it's not great, but it's not bad. You know, it's very sentimental for me." Um, but when it comes to rock, I mean, for me, I personally listen to a lot of AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, Poison. Sadly, I didn't really get into Metallica and Green Day until later on, but Green Day, Weezer, Metallica, all great bands. Kiss, you know.
So like when I was a little, the only really rock bands I would listen to were AC/DC and Guns N' Roses, and that was really it. I didn't really know like any other genres of like rock or metal. But then this year in particular, I've listened to a lot of new metal like Korn, uh, Limp Bizkit, System of a Down.
Yeah, you're like hyping me up just saying stuff. You're like, you got like the perfect set of music coming on. I mean, you're discovering the great bands. I mean, if you ever need any other bands you should discover, I mean, just let me know because I know not all, but I know a good bit. I mean, do you like the Eagles?
Oh yeah, I love the Eagles.
That's different than Metallica. Like
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah. I listen to softer stuff too.
What about yeah, yeah. You're very well rounded. What about Bon Jovi?
Oh yeah, I love Bon Jovi too.
Bon Jovi. Yeah, okay. See, what about Leonard Skinner?
Yep. I have a band shirt, Leonard Skinner.
Please, please play Freebird at one of your shows. Oh, I would love to see that. I feel like y'all could do it.
If I so our guitar player, he's really dedicated. So if I was like learn this in one day, I bet he would do it easily.
You tell him that I said that you should learn that, and then whenever it happens,
Oh yeah,
please,
he'll do it.
please
He'll
show
do it.
me. Okay, thank you. That's my only request. Um, well, I think that's the last bit of my questions. Is there anything you would advise to anybody in your situation or anybody like starting a band or musicians? Is there any bit of advice that you would give them?
Oh yeah, for sure. So there might not be a lot of people as lucky as we were, but that doesn't mean they quit. Just keep going. You're gonna eventually like you're gonna eventually get there.
That is a very, very nice thing to say. That is very, very true. Uh, this is a bit of a shorter episode, but I want to thank everybody for listening, and I want to thank you, AJ, for being on the podcast. This has been very, very interesting, and you guys have a great day, and thanks for listening. Bye.